Hello everyone! Today we're doing lesson 3.5 on page 119. Today's lesson is how can you use regrouping to multiply two-digit numbers. So let's get started. Okay, first what we're going to do is read the question. Let me pull that out. All right. By 1914, Henry Ford had streamlined his assembly line to make a Model T Ford car in 93 minutes. How many minutes did it take to make 25 Model Ts? All right, first thing we're going to do is underline what they're asking me. They're asking me how many minutes did it take to make 25 Model Ts. Information I have. Well, here's a number, but do I need that number? By 1914. No, I don't need that number because it's just telling me that's the year. So, but I do need this number down here, 93 minutes. So, in 93 minutes, he made one car. Another 93 minutes, he made two cars. So, we're going to multiply. The first thing they're going to do is want us to estimate. Remember, they always want you to estimate to know if your answer is reasonable. So we're going to underline, draw our arrow over. 5 or more, 4 or less. You're going to see that little poem in your head. We know that that one is 4 or less, so you're going to let it rest so it turns to a 90. Underline the 2, draw the arrow over to the 5. The 5 is the boss. 5 or more, you know you're going to add one more. So that turns that to a 30. Now I know that I have to do 9 times 3. 9 times 3 is 27. And how many zeros are there? 1, 2. So there's your answer. All right, let's keep going. All right, when we do this in class, I always like to call this the Mario and Luigi way of doing multiplication. And I always think of the first number right here as Mario. Mario is the ones place, and Luigi is the tens place. So first, we're not even going to look at the tens. We're only going to look at the ones. So 3 times 5 is 15. Carry your 1 up here. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 1 more is, you know, I always like to circle that one when we do it. Plus 1 more is 7. So now you have 75. All right, that's step 1. You didn't even look at that 9. You didn't even look at that 9 yet. You only did the 3 in the ones place and you multiplied it by the 5. Then you did the 3 and you multiplied it by the 2 and you came up with 75. Step 2. This is the Luigi. This is Luigi. Luigi's always a cheater. That's how I like to remember this. And when he cheats, he adds a 0. And guess what? He always wins. Watch, I'll show you how this works. There's the 0. Luigi just starts off and he puts a 0 down. Now what you do is you come over here and you go 9 times 5. 9 times 5 is 40. We're going to put the 4 up here. 45. Now, 9 times 2 is 18 plus this 4 right here, which is 22. All right, so let's review. The first thing we did when we did the second time is we put this 0 right here because Luigi is going now. This is going to be his score, and he's a cheater. So we put a 0 here, and then we did 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 4 more is 22. So who won? Did Mario win or did Luigi win? Luigi. Luigi will always win because he's a cheater. So unfair, I'm telling you. Now let's add them up. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Don't forget to carry that 1 right there. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus nothing is 2. So 93 times 25 is 2,325. Since 2,325 is close to the estimate of 2,700, your answer is reasonable. Remember, I told you guys the bigger the numbers start to get, the farther your estimate and your answer will be. All right. Let's go to the next one. Different ways to multiply. You can use different ways to multiply and still get the correct answer. Sean and Patty both solved 67 times 40 correctly, but use different ways. Remember, whatever way works for you is the way you should stick to. But you can use any of these ways. So see which one right now works best and then pick one way and stick with it. So Sean's paper is 60 times 40. He's kind of using the partial product way. And then 7 times 40. 2,400 plus 280 equals 2,680. So that is Sean's answer. Patty did it the way we just learned, the regrouping way. This was the way we learned the other day. This is the way we're learning today. Let's see if it's right. Remember, this is the Mario one. 0 times 0, 0 times 6, both zeros. I'm sorry, 0 times 7, 0 times 6 will be both zeros. Then Luigi's score right here is going to be, he puts that 0 down because he's a cheater. Then you're going to do 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 2 more is 26. So your answer is 2,680. Both the same answers, just done different ways. And we just said Sean used the place value and the mental math way, and Patty used the place value and regrouping way. Hope you guys enjoyed the lesson today. If you have any questions, just let me know. Bye.